It's late February, the sun is out, it's a gorgeous day. I've got my tomato seeds, my milk jugs, and I'm getting ready to do some winter sowing. Come along. So I've moistened my soil and I've got it in my milk jug that's been cut all the way around except for leaving a little hinge. Drainage holes in the bottom. I've marked the variety and the date with a garden marker. Didn't use a Sharpie since those fade. I learned the hard way. They say they're permanent. Don't believe it. They're not. Not for gardening. I've got my soil in here and I've just kind of tamped it down pretty lightly. I can also just take the jug and do that to get it to settle. I'm going to give it a little bit more soil just to make sure it's got plenty of growing room. We want these tomatoes to get nice, healthy root structure. My soil has been sifted and watered, so it's moist. And I'm going to put 9 tomato seeds in here. In my milk jugs, I usually do 9 for just about everything. Peppers, eggplant, tomatoes. That seems to be a good number for them. So again, these are mortgage lifter tomatoes, which is my favorite slicing variety of tomato. They do really well in my yard, in my garden. And they make a great tomato sandwich. So 9 seeds, just 3 rows of 3, pretty simple. Try and pick out the seeds that I think are biggest so that I know they've got a pretty decent chance of germinating. So one more and we're all done. So I've got 9 seeds in there. Drop these seeds back in their container so that I know what I have instead of finding them laying on the bench and wondering what they are. Then I'm just sprinkling some soil on top. Not a lot, just covering the seeds, making sure they're covered so the moisture will stay in there. And then again, just tapping it down. Pretty simple. Closing the jug, wiping the dirt off my hands since I can never remember to wear gloves. And I'm just using dollar store duct tape for these. I found that works better than anything for me. A lot of people recommend painter's tape. A lot of people use other kinds of tape. This seems to hold throughout the season and do really well. So that's what I use. Sorry about that noise. Taping the jug closed and leaving the top off. That's where moisture is going to get in. They're going to be outside. This jug is. So moisture can get in. I've got some additional air holes around the top just because we live in the Pacific Northwest and it's wet and rainy. And that will give it some additional moisture, some humidity, but it will also give it some air movement and airflow. So these are ready to go outside. Simple process. Mortgage lifters, 9 of them ready to go. These should germinate. Hard to say. They'll germinate when the conditions are right, when the air temperature warms up enough and the soil in here warms up enough, they'll germinate. And when they've got 2 to 3 sets of true leaves, they'll be ready to transplant in the garden when the soil and the air temperature are warm enough for them out there. So that's what's happening on the Hippie Chick Homestead today. Gorgeous sunny day. I'm out doing my winter sowing. Feels great. Feels like spring is right around the corner, which I think it is. So if you like this content, if it helped your garden, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps my channel and I appreciate it so much. Take care, y'all.